icy mid-December Monday. We're out here at second base on the Bearscott Stadium softball field. Frozen over. We'll see if there's any on the Bearscott track. Ice, and then maybe we'll check out the little creek and see if the creek has any. It's frozen over at all. 23 degrees here in Richmond, Virginia. Wind is still bad. Welcome into Bearscott Stadium, where we always brave the elements, whether it's 105 degree real field or 7 degree wind chill. This is one of those days, boys. December the 15th here at Bearscott Stadium on a Monday. A few deaths to get to today. We had one in film, one in music, and one in professional sports. Let's start with the one in the NFL. This one might interest Darth and Loyal. Mike White, passing away at 89. You might remember him as a head coach of the then Oakland Raiders. Like 2 seasons, mid-90s, 1995, 1996. I think he was right after Art Shell, and then right before Joe Bugle. I'm sure Darth and Loyal both remember Mike White, their head coach, longtime assistant coach, and got a ring, Super Bowl 34. That was his last year in coaching as an offensive assistant with the greatest show on turf, Mike White, working there with Mike Martz in St. Louis. Rest in peace, Mike White. And then in the film world, the big one was Rob Reiner. Actually, 4 deaths today. Rob Reiner and his wife Michelle, tragically killed. He was 78 years old. Not sure how old his wife was, but oh my gosh. I didn't realize he was Meathead from All in the Family. Never watched that show, but director, producer, actor. Wow, that's a real big one. Investigation still going on. What happened? Rest in peace, Rob Reiner. And lastly, from the music world, passing away at 72. I didn't realize he was that young. Carl Carlton has passed away. Had the top 10 hit, Everlasting Love. Great song. 1972, I believe. Was number 6 on the charts. Sounded exactly like Stevie Wonder. First time I heard that song, I thought it was Stevie Wonder. But it's not. It's Carl Carlton. And in fact, he was even billed as Little Carl, I think, at the time, like Little Stevie. But he was not a one-hit wonder. He did have another hit in 1982 called Big Fine Mama or something. And it was like number 22 on the chart. So he had a couple of top 40 hits. And I always thought that the Homer Simpson co-worker, Carl, from The Simpsons, Carl Carlson. I always thought they got that name from Carl Carlton, but maybe they did, maybe they didn't. But I think Carl Carlton was like 19 or 20 when he had that hit song, Everlasting Love. Good song. Rest in peace, Carl Carlton. So a few big ones today. A few big deaths. All right, current water temperature at the beach area, hanging exactly the same as yesterday, 43.2. That is a record low. That's a record low for December 15th. The record high was, get this, 56.5 in 2015. You're going to hear me say record high in 2015 for the rest of the year. That was the year where it was like in the 80s at Christmas Day and around Christmas. So even after Christmas. A head dunk may have been possible in late December 2015. So I'm going to keep an eye on that to see what the record high is going forward. This is day 15. We're 2 weeks now into Christmas Fest. We Three Kings of VCR's Christmas Fest 2025. Last night's featured presentation. This one picked by General Peters. A Piano for the Fraternity, 1960. Another Ozzie and Harriet one. This was starring the entire Nelson family. And then Will Wright, might be a recognizable face in the TV acting world. I think he was born like the 1800s. Really old guy, Will Wright. And you also had the Four Preps, and that's a singing group from then. The Four Preps included Glenn Larson and Ed Cobb is in this. So really good episode. You get Jingle Bells being sung by Ricky himself, and also doing a little instrumental on the piano. Sounds like the opening of What I'd Say by Ray Charles. That's last night's feature presentation, A Piano for the Fraternity, 1960. Go some ice here in Bearscott. Gotta do a power walk. I don't know how far it is. Here's the coldest it's ever been. This is even colder than last year when we came here in the snow. Alright guys, Patriots choked to death on their own nuts yesterday against the Bills. Big win for the Bills. Big win for the Rams. Big win for the Chargers. Chiefs are done. Chiefs are out. Huge story. And then a big win for the Bears. Big win for the Broncos. What a day in the NFL. And then we got one tonight. Just one game tonight. Alright guys. Time to do a power walk. This is Bearscott. This is the Bearscott field. Look at that. No green left, boys. Alright, gotta get my gloves on. I'll see you later. Let's take a look at the trees here at Bearscott Stadium. Wow.